Okay, good morning class. So today I'm going to be talking to you about a special thing that I've been trying to make for the past couple of weeks. So I have learned after several failures and trials that I have been making is for making dessert. I've been making jello, and from this jello I've had some instances where I haven't been able to get it just perfect, where it's been quite the firmness that I am actually requiring, because sometimes it'll come out and it'll be not as firm that I would need, and then I would have to then put it back in the refrigerator and try it again, because it would just I'll just wither and splat as I'll try to cut it into pieces for my whole entire family. So my name is Jose Alvarado, and I will be telling you about the secret of how to make a better jello for the whole entire family, and it'll be nice and perfectly firm. So the first thing that I'm going to be talking to you about is the layers. So with the layers, I'm going to be telling you that the first thing you want to make sure you do is, of course, the time. With the time itself, you want to be able to make sure that you do at least 4 hours if you're going to be having several different layers. If you want to have a red, a blue, a green, make sure that you have those at least 4 hours of layers of time to have those layers perfectly set, so that they're not mixing and jumbling with the colors, and then it just comes out all weird and it just won't look good at all for the presentation wise. The next thing that you want to do is that to be able to make sure it holds and sticks, I have found, and by a little bit of research with a study in 2012 by Wellness Living, that they have used Knox gelatin, and with the Knox gelatin you pour that in as well with the water and the actual jello. It actually makes everything so much better, and it makes it so much firm, and it comes out perfectly perfect. You're gonna absolutely love it if you actually want to try this. So make sure you use Knox gelatin. And finally, the last thing that you want to do is, this is something that I personally like doing with my own jellos, is that you try to just add ice cream. So ice cream makes a nice layer. It goes right at the very bottom of the layer, and so it'll be like a jello layer, and then it'll be a nice layer of like a ice cream, which makes it perfectly. It changes the taste, which is amazing, because we won't ever be thinking about, oh, let me just add some ice cream to my jello. But then when people try it, they're like, oh, what is this? Well, it's ice cream. And so you just add regular vanilla. Don't try to get anything fancy with it, because then it just won't taste well when it mixes and everything. But so what you do is that you add the hot water, and then you add the jello, and then from the jello you try to add the actual ice cream. And then when you do that, you put it on the refrigerator and you just let that happen. And right after that is when you will actually be able to just let it cool. You do whatever you're doing, come back, get some breakfast, get some lunch, and then once that's over, you'll be able to actually enjoy your actual full dessert. You'll be able to pass it on with your family members, and it'll be all done. So just remember that you'll be first have to add the hot water, one hot cup of water. Make sure it's nice and boiling, and then you add the gelatin, and then you add the actual jello packet, which you buy from the regular store. Put that in the refrigerator. It'll get nice and cold. And then if you want to add another layer, add that ice cream with another packet of jello, so it makes that different layer within the actual different color of jello. And then once that happens, you'll be all done. Put it back in the refrigerator, and then right after that, wait another 4 or 5 hours, and then you'll be all set. You'll have a perfectly homemade dinner to have with your dessert. Thank you very much, and here's everyone. And then